All right, Christina Sanchez from Country Style Ice Cream. We are live from Country Style Ice Cream right here in Bettendorf.
Yay.
For a very, very special packet pickup night for the Glow Party for one of the local elementary schools here in town. And Christina was one of the flagship sponsors to make this thing happen. Can I tell them what you did without giving any figures?
Absolutely.
So Christina here elected to pay for all the entry fees for all of the students at the school to go to this big glow party. And the glow party is basically a dance party where you wear a bunch of glow-in-the-dark stuff. Black lights and all that fun jazz.
Your glow shirt.
The glow shirts, which were sponsored by the Last Picture House, which we're going to talk about those guys. We're going to talk to those guys.
We actually need to get a
here later
shirt
on tonight.
over here too, so we can show off the shirt. It's fancy.
We do need to show off the shirt, absolutely. So we sounded good, Parker. Parker's saying we're sounding good on the live stream. But let's talk about you, Christina. Christina owns not only this Country Style Ice Cream location, but how many others?
There are 4 additional others. So we have one in West Davenport.
Okay.
And that's way west in Davenport, 1640 West 53rd Street. We have one in East Moline, off of Kennedy Drive, and that's over by Jewel. Kind of the old Skateland, if you're familiar with that.
Oh, I remember
know.
a skate land down in Muscatine, Iowa.
Yep.
Fond memories down there.
Love the Skateland. And then we
When
have
you
one
were
in-
a kid, hold on. When you were a kid, did you ever go to skate land?
Oh my gosh, every weekend. Like
Really?
I would go, if I was lucky, my mom would pick us up at midnight. We would go from I think it was 7 to midnight. Other than that, it would be 7 to 10.
Oh
But
my gosh.
I would skate my little heart out. I had the nice little skates, got them for Christmas. I still have them. I want to go on the path over in Eldridge, the big long bike path. I think it goes out to Long Grove, doesn't it?
I think so.
And I just want to skate. I want to put a fanny pack on and go skating.
Well, maybe I'll dust off the old Mission rollerblades, and I can go with you.
We'll bring out a little boom box, or not a boom box, but just a little speaker now because the boom boxes are a little heavy.
Just a little wireless speaker. We don't need all this gear that we've
No.
got sitting right here live from Country Style Ice Cream in Bettendorf, Iowa for the big Glow Party packet pickup. The Glow Party takes place this Friday night. And can I tell you a little bit about that?
Yes, tell us more.
So while the kids are all in the gym doing the Glow Party dancing and all that, which, by the way, you can't see it on camera here because with all the kids coming in and out, I wanted to be polite about the, putting cameras in people's kids' faces. You know how that goes,
We have
right?
a line out the door.
There is literally a line out the door. And you know what I love about a line out the door to pick up T-shirts and entry tickets to the Glow Party of an ice cream shop? Not many people walk into an ice cream shop and don't buy some ice cream, so I'm hoping the cash register goes ding tonight
The
for you.
temptation of sweets, especially after the new year. Ooh.
Yeah, well, it's just
Sorry.
far enough removed from the new year now. We're 5-6 days in.
You've already broken your diet. Have
Yeah.
the shake.
Have you started any new regimens? Have you instituted a new thing every day that you're going to try and do?
I try to not do a New Year resolution. I try to do a life-changing. And what that is for me is I usually work out. I've been working out the past, probably 5-6 years.
Okay.
But religiously doing it. So I would do before 4 to 5 days a week. My goal this year is 3 days at least. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I did go today. So I got that checked off. So I'll go tomorrow and I'll also do Thursday.
It's interesting as an entrepreneur, and because every day you've got more stuff to do than you're going to get to.
Exactly.
So you can easily skip 4, 5, 6 workouts in a row, and all of a sudden you haven't been to the gym in a month.
That's what happens over summer.
It is. But at the same time, it's not like you're going home at night going, boy, I kind of mailed it in today. I mean, you're running around. You're doing stuff all day long. So in one sense, you've checked the box as an entrepreneur and a business owner, but in another sense, you kind of failed when it comes to just taking care of your vessel.
Take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you
It
like
does
to do when you
happen.
work out?
actually been more into strength training. So a little dumbbells, kettlebells. They say if you do a plank for a minute a day, it's going to help you out tremendously.
I can't see why it wouldn't help you out tremendously.
If you did a plank a minute every day, you started doing that for 3 months, think of how much stronger your core would be.
Oh.
And it's only a minute of your day. You could scroll on TikTok for 20, 30 minutes. 1 minute you could scroll while doing the plank.
Have you ever done air squats, like body weight squats, where you just stand there and go down into a squat position and come back up? You know, you knock out 20, 30 of those in a row, your legs start to burn a little bit. You know, Ric Flair, the professional wrestler, used to do used to do 500 of those every single morning. He would wake up and do 500 body weight squats. And
how many? I wonder how many woo he got in there. You know, like he's like, I'm on my 300th. Woo!
Something tells me if I'm Ric Flair and I'm waking up in the morning from a whole night of woos, the last thing I'm probably going to be doing is a woo in the morning. It's probably going to be like woo.
You know what? It probably got his blood pumping. Those 500 and a couple woos. Like, let's go.
This is an exciting night because we talked about this idea months ago, and it seems like it was weeks ago. We talked about this.
October, the beginning of October, because we met in September at the Quad Cities Marathon, right?
We did meet at the marathon, same place I met my co-host Jesse Spath, who's right there off camera. Jesse decided she would venture outside of the real Quad Cities Wednesday morning hour to stop by and grace us with her presence this evening. So that's great. We're gonna get to Jessie, but we're gonna make her wait for just a second.
Sorry, Jessie.
So anyway, let's talk about the business sense of sponsoring the Glow Party, because I will say, as a small business owner, you're constantly being shook down for donations. Mm-hmm. Hey, donate to this, contribute to that. You're a small business owner, so you must have a gazillion dollars to spend. I mean, you're rich if you own a business, right?
Exactly. So at the end of the day, what do you have left over?
Yeah, so if you're rich when you own a business, well, then that's great. Well, then you can afford to do all this stuff. Well, that's not really the case. So when I was tasked by the PTA to try to fundraise for the Glow Party, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go shake down 100 people to donate $100, because that's a lot of work. I'm like, what if we just had a couple key people that wanted to contribute and we could figure out a creative way where everybody wins? And so I came to you and I said, hey, what if you paid for everybody to get in, but in order for them to get in, they got to get their ticket to get in, and the only way to get their ticket to get in is to stop by Country Style Ice Cream and pick it up on a designated packet pickup night. And here we are. And so I think this model makes sense. If you're out there fundraising for schools and you're working with businesses, you gotta subscribe to the win. What's in it for me, baby? And, as much as we all feel good about contributing to the community and the schools, and we want to do that stuff, it makes us feel good. At the same time, it's like, hey, I can do more of that if we can figure out creative ways to where I don't go completely out of pocket for the whole thing.
Well, we've got like 500 people picking up their packet, and who's to say that out of those 500, maybe 200 of these people have not been to Country Style, or have even tasted our ice cream, or maybe they don't even know this place exists. So at this moment in time, I've got myself in front of 500 people at the cost of a couple glow sticks, a couple rings, and the ticket to get in. And I think it's important to donate back to the people who are providing you. They're helping you with their business. They're helping you pay your employees and do what I love. They're helping me do what I love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, no, it's a way to give back in different ways. But it's also fun to see all these different faces in here, all the kids.
Have you ever met Jessie? You've met Jessie, right?
I don't think we've met.
We're going to have Jessie come in. She's going to sit right here. Actually, I want you to sit here.
Okay.
I sit by Jessie every week. I don't get to sit by you that often. I'm going to bring in. We're going to play a little bit of musical chairs here. I'm going to bring in
my chair over.
I'm going to bring in Jessie, who's our co-host of the morning Real Quad Cities Wednesday show. Which, by the way, we got some special announcements to make on that. In the meantime, I'm going to switch over here to David G. Smith, who's right there. Now, David is a cool cat. He's a big fan of country-style ice cream, right?
Dave comes all the time. But, I mean, I don't mean that capital ALL, but I do. He gets a small chocolate shake. He is a religious country-style fan.
And he's a damn good singer.
He is. He's got a good voice, good tunes.
It's,
and you know what? He's overall a really good person.
Way to go, Dave! Claps are free, folks. You don't even have to throw $1 in the guitar case.
Oh my gosh!
Put
we
two
need
hands
a tip jar
together.
out there.
Yeah, get a tip jar going out there for Dave. Okay, we're gonna scoot this chair over here. Hold on a second. You don't have to move, Christina.
I'll probably have to stand up here.
I'm gonna give her this. You're gonna stay put. Jesse, can you swing through here? Can you sneak around this way? Yeah, sorry. Okay, well, do it on camera. You're not even on camera. We're just showing Dave right now, so come on. Yeah. Can you get over that without tripping over everything? Come on in here. I'm going to get you out there with their parents. I assume one of their parents.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey.
Still got to the mothers. Well, give your love away.
All right. Jessie here has joined us. She's just finishing up a work email. Those damn John Deere overlords. I'll tell you what.
It's a Teams message, actually.
No, it's just your team at John Deere.
Yeah, but no, they're great. We love them.
All right, you're going to have to get real close to that mic, Jessie.
Hello in there.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I haven't worn headphones in a minute. Wow.
By the way, don't the headphones feel good?
I kind of like it, drowning out all this background noise, you know?
That's what I said earlier. It seems so loud, and then once you put them on, you're like, oh my gosh, I can hear myself.
I like this, yeah. Reminds me when I go to the gym and put in my AirPods and drown everybody else out.
And the bad music.
Yes, yeah, that too. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I
We
think
good?
so. I think Parker's just making a little bit of an adjustment here to the shot, which good on Parker, kicking butt as a social media guy. Jesse Spath, meet Christina Sanchez,
Oh, nice to
country
meet
style
you.
ice
Nice
cream.
to meet you. Thanks for having us.
No, thank you for being here.
Oh, you bet.
And how
pleasure.
fun is this, Jesse? We tricked Christina into hosting this event so we could get the real Quad Cities in front of 500-600 people tonight.
That's what we do.
So
Yeah.
there again, you can't see it on camera, but right in front of us, there is a line all the way out the door, down the sidewalk.
It's crazy.
And
here.
everybody is here picking up their packets for the big blow party event this Friday night at, we haven't even named the school. We don't even need to name the school. It's one of the
It's just a
local
local
There you
Quad
go.
City
Yeah, we don't want
schools.
any stragglers showing up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know what I was doing here. Joe was just like, hey, will you meet me here? And I was like, sure. And I pulled in the parking lot, and I'm like, what is going on? Because there is, like, nowhere to park. And I figured they were all just coming out to see us.
It's a party.
Someday, Jesse, they're all going to be out to see us. Right now, they're not. But someday...
We can pretend.
I think they're actually at this moment just staring, wondering what we're doing.
Oh,
Probably.
they know. They know. I think they know at least we're podcasting. We're
Probably.
quote podcasting.
Oh, yeah. People
So
are
funny
pointing at
story
us.
is I brought my son because I said, do you want to be on a podcast? And he's like always wanting to be on the YouTube channels and this and that. I was like, there's a podcast that's going to happen. He's like, who is it? And I said, well, I'm going to get to be on it. He goes, no, I don't want to. And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
okay, I guess
I
you
think I
don't
should
have to
lean
be.
back.
Jesse,
Should I
while
just
you're
hold
here,
this
I
like
was
this?
hoping. Oh
There,
yeah,
now
you
we're-
can
now
you
we're
can
in like a
relax.
little-
Here we go.
Now we're in a little circle, so I can see both of you.
You want to promote tomorrow's show
Yeah,
for the
of
Real
course.
Quad
Oh,
Cities?
where's it at?
Every Wednesday morning, live from 7 to 8 a.m. We are
Yep.
at a different cafe or restaurant around the Quad Cities, live streaming right here on Facebook.
Yes.
And then the videos get posted to Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff and clips. And so if you're not following us on TikTok and Instagram and all those things, you're really missing out.
You are
Because some
missing
fun clips we put out on I think we have more people know about us through TikTok than anything.
Oh, I
Which
think
is
that's where I
wild.
found you guys.
Oh, really?
TikTok, yeah.
So I'm not a TikToker, but I have had people come up to me in public They're like, hey, not strangers, but like people I haven't seen in a long time. Like, I've seen you on TikTok. And I'm like, do I look good? Because I don't see it.
I had somebody call me by name that I had never formally introduced myself to, and I didn't know their name yesterday, which kind of made me feel a little neat.
Did you
Okay.
blush? You're like, oh, I'm
They were like,
famous.
"Hi, Joe," and I was like, "Oh, hi,
Hi, buddy.
hi, hey, friend." So tomorrow, live right here on the Real Quad Cities, we are gonna be at Hertz Donuts,
Oh, my
right
goodness.
up by the
Right?
TBK Center.
Yum.
Can I join you for some Hertz donuts?
Yeah. No,
Man,
really.
It'll be something
You should
nice to
come.
rinse down all the ice cream I'm going to be eating tonight
I should
here at
collab
Country
with
Style
them.
Ice Cream. You know
You
what?
should.
I think that would be
A
pretty
donut
cool.
ice cream.
Yes.
2,000 calories later.
Quite frankly, you know what you do? You make a shake and you stick a donut around the straw. And then the donut sits on top of the milkshake, and then you can,
Could you imagine
yeah.
dipping that donut in the ice cream shake?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Or make a donut, like make it the bowl and then put the ice cream on it.
Oh, yeah. Or like the ice cream right in the middle of the donut holder.
Yes.
Oh, like a sundae, a donut
Yes.
sundae.
There we
New
go.
ideas. I better stop giving away my ideas.
So,
Yeah, you should come tomorrow.
and on the show tomorrow, we have a guy I've nicknamed Jack Reacher. Did you know the Quad Cities has its own Jack Reacher?
Who is that?
His name is Trevor Johnson.
Trevor. What
So-
does Trevor do?
So Trevor is like 6'4", 220 pounds, 30, 40 pounds, whatever. Just
He's a big
Jack
guy.
Diesel guy, good-looking former military guy, and he owns Vintage Iron, the gym down over in Davenport.
Oh, okay.
And super cool guy. And he's also bought a lot of fitness equipment from Treadmill Heroes, so thank you very much, Vintage Iron and Trevor Johnson. But I nicknamed him Jack Reacher the day I met him. He came into our shop, and he bought some stuff and walked out. And I looked at the gals who work at Treadmill Heroes. I go, well, that was kind of nice meeting Jack Reacher in real life there. And it just stuck. So he's in my phone as Jack Reacher.
Did you even know his real name for the longest time?
I knew it was Trevor, but immediately I was like, I'm not going to call this guy Trevor. I'm going to call this guy Jack Reacher. So anyway, Jack Reacher decided being a former military guy isn't cool enough. Owning a gym isn't cool enough. He just graduated from the Bettendorf Police Academy, and he's
Oh,
one of
nice.
Bettendorf's new hotshot cops on the beat.
Wow, we're going to have a lot to talk about with Jack Reacher tomorrow.
We are. So I called him and I said, hey, how cool would it be to eat a donut with a cop in a donut shop?
Yes.
Come over to Hertz Donuts. We'll talk about the gym. We'll talk about donuts. We'll talk about all the things. So Trevor Johnson from Vintage Iron is going to join us. And like I said, also from the, well, now I can say the city of Bettendorf.
Yes,
Nice.
very cool.
We also have some other guests, but our musical guest, Chuck. Oh,
Barry.
crap. I got to look that up. Guy named Chuck. I can't remember Chuck's last name, but Chuck's going to be our musical guest tomorrow, playing the guitar, along with other guests. But speaking of musical guests, man, I'll tell you who's crushing it right now is David G. Smith. Guys, we tagged David in this video. So if you're not following David G. Smith music and some of his pages, it's all listed here. And make sure you're following Country Style Ice Cream. You guys have a lot of followers.
We do. I've been trying to get more. So I just recently just did a TikTok. We don't have anything on there yet, but I need my first post for TikTok. And so...
Well, we're going to make about a bazillion clips for you. You can post
There
those.
you go.
You get a couple on there. But they say now, your reach is social media. So
Oh, yeah.
TikTok, and I didn't want to do it, but I finally gave in. So we have to do a couple videos on there, do some social media. We do Facebook, we have Instagram, but I feel like the young kids aren't doing those
Yeah, so
formats.
are the young kids doing TikTok? Is that what they are doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's all ages, really, at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I have nephews that are teenagers, and I know they do not use. I mean, they use. Well, one of them might have Facebook, Instagram a little bit,
Instagram.
but yeah, Snapchat, and I think TikTok is where the young kids are these days.
You can get lost scrolling for hours on TikTok. Look
I
up
enjoy,
anything.
I enjoy the TikTok lives. Do you guys ever watch the TikTok lives?
On occasion, I get stuck on one.
You should. The lives will suck you in. I watch a channel Have I told you about the hamster guy on TikTok
heavens.
Live?
Is it the
No.
one that he does like little mazes for the hamsters?
Okay, my son loves watching those on YouTube.
I know, I do too.
So not the mazes, but what he's got like a whole hamster colony, right? Probably a dozen of them in this great big thing. And it's a really cool setup. And he's got these, I guess hamsters have this disc, not necessarily a wheel, but a disc they run on, and the disc spins, and they're
Okay.
upright. So what he does is he's got all these cameras set up in this hamster pen with all these discs, and he plays club music.
Oh my
So it's like-
gosh.
So they're clubbing.
And they're running on the thing, and it's hilarious. He's got these lights going, and you can just sit there and watch these hamsters running on the thing.
Oh, that's funny. I love that.
He probably has tons of followers too.
Oh,
Oh, a
probably.
bazillion
Yeah.
followers.
Oh,
She's like, oh, that's cute. I'll like it. I'll follow them. That's how I feel. Puppy page, follow.
So anyway, if you're just joining us, we're right here at Country Style Ice Cream in Bettendorf, Iowa, and Christina has the owner, Christina, she has a brand new location that's opening
that just
up.
went out. I haven't announced it formally.
Well, you know
Oh,
what?
are
You
we
got
announcing it
you got
today?
the damn
No, I
sign
haven't
outside
announced
the
it.
building.
I
So
do,
as far as
yeah.
I'm concerned, if you got a sign out in front of the building, we're going to
Okay,
talk
tell
about
us
it right
more.
now.
Oh my goodness, the address. I believe it's 5620. Don't quote me on that because I haven't even memorized it. I barely can memorize the 5 I have, let alone another 6. So it's going to be over, if you are familiar with Bettendorf and you're familiar with the TBK area, Iron and Tea, that new spot with the
Oh,
golf
yeah.
name. So right in front, there's a building. If you're teeing off in Iron and Tea, there is Duck Creek Tire. Duck Creek Tire is there, and then we would be in the same vicinity, and we're going to be on the right-hand side if you're facing Iron and Tea, we're on the right-hand side of it. So we'll have a drive-through too.
Oh,
So
great.
everything's
Great
all
location.
signed, everything's ready to go, but we haven't. The plumber's got to get in there first. So that's my first step.
So do we have a tentative date?
It's going to be April of 2026.
Oh, perfect.
That's the idea.
That's coming up
Yep.
fast.
yeah,
it is
weather will be
because-
warming up, hopefully.
I know.
That's coming up
that's
fast.
the key. It's weather permitting. So if it's warm in March, I might open my doors in March if we're ready to go. But other than that, I'm thinking April 1st, April 15th. Not April Fool's Day, but we won't fool you. But I probably will be April 1st-ish.
Especially up there by the TBK Center, a spot that you can pull in, get some ice cream, have some good parking, and it's just removed just
is.
far enough to where it doesn't seem like you're in the whirlwind of
Right.
the TBK area right
the
in there.
puzzle of spaces and which direction am I going to go to get
Right.
to where I need to get to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So-
stuff popping up over there. And then
Yeah.
you're right off the highway, too. So
Yeah.
if people are traveling through, they can hop off, go through the drive-through. I think it's a great location. I love that.
Jesse,
I'm pretty excited for it. It's like that would be my second location that's brand new. This is my first location that's brand new that I got to do like the build out in it, design it. So that one would be my second one. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Cool.
It's like the details in those.
Yeah.
and Christina, by the way, has some insight on the Quad City ice cream wars between country style and the mighty whiteys of the Quad Cities.
Ooh.
Because her and
I have no beef.
no beef. No, there's no beef. But I find it pretty interesting. I like this kind of stuff. So, Christina, you and I got chatting one day about like the dynamic of whiteys and country style, and you told me there's a tie-in.
There is. So they were brothers actually. So Whitey, which is Chester Lindgren, and Wayne Lindgren, they were brothers. So they started out as Whiteys, and Chester had Whiteys, and then Wayne ended up branching off and starting country style. So Whitey had hard serve, and they had food too at one point. And then Wayne decided to go out and venture with soft serve ice cream. So Wayne and his wife, Dessel, they kind of ventured and started country style in 1947. And I think Whitey's is like 1936 or something like that. It's close to that.
Oh, my goodness.
So
I
they're
don't
in the
think I
30s
realized
and
it
we're
was
in
that
the,
old.
Yeah. So they both started out as brothers. The whole ice cream wars of like the two big rivalry ice cream shops. Either your family likes country style or your family likes Whitey's. But if you like both, you can go to the 16th Street and split off and go your own way. Get your ice cream at Whitey's or country style in Moline. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll park their car at Moline and then go one goes to the other and the other one goes to the other store.
It's funny you say that because
Do you do that?
when we decide to venture out for ice cream, way to go, Dave! When we decide to venture out for ice cream, that was me, Dave. Way to go! When we venture out for ice cream, it is fine. We will go to Whitey's, but on the way back, we're swinging through country style. I do like the drive up in the back there.
Yeah, it's easy. We did that on purpose. We wanted it to be easy and accessible. So, I mean, we're family oriented, and how many people have kids in car seats? You don't want to lug them out just to get ice cream.
Right.
Come around, drive through, and get your ice cream. So you don't have to lug your kids out now.
Also, Jesse, little known fact, because you don't live too far from here.
No, I don't. I actually used to live very close to here, just right down Tanglefoot, but now I'm that away. But yeah, not far at all.
Little known fact, if you want to go through the drive-through in the morning here and not get ice cream, you can get breakfast here.
Really?
Yeah. Did you know you can get breakfast at country style ice cream?
I
Well,
had no
Burritos,
idea.
and then we have egg bites, we have French toast bites, we have muffins, we have coffee.
So what time does your drive-through open for this
7:30.
breakfast? Okay.
7:30.
And I've had the breakfast burrito.
Oh, it's pretty big.
Oh, and it's big and it's so good it'll kick your ass. It's delicious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good to know.
Like we're not talking like something that was frozen at a gas station and then
Those are your
microwaved.
favorite, though,
Well,
aren't they?
yeah, that when the gas station has
Quick Star.
sushi burrito day, I tend to tag in on that. But
A Quick Star picked me up in the afternoon.
yeah.
You know, Casey's reposted his
Oh, did
TikTok
they?
or whatever
Casey,
it was.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Casey's General
It picked
Store.
you up.
They reposted
you go
it
viral?
on no.
Was it your chicken pizza sandwich?
The chicken pizza sandwich. Did you know? You go to Casey's, don't you?
I like their donut.
Okay. Well, next time you're there for lunch, right? Get like their normal chicken sandwich and buy a piece of pizza and just put it on
Stick
the
it on
sandwich.
there?
Yeah, and then you just eat the pointy part, turn it, eat the crust.
Eat the pointy part.
and then,
You know-
and then you just have the whole. It's like a chicken pizza sandwich. It's
That
delicious.
sounds like a fifth day at the gym.
It's delicious.
He's got all kinds of inventions with gas station foods.
And I
We
also
could have
like.
a whole show about that.
I also like the Casey's Biz Cox and gravy, and the pizza as well. I will dip my pizza in the biscuits and gravy
Oh, wow.
and eat
Oh.
that.
Is
It's a good way to
is it
start the
breakfast
day.
pizza then? At
Yeah,
that
it's
point?
breakfast pizza. So
You could just put the pizza down and put the biscuits and
Yeah.
gravy on top of the pizza.
That would be a good idea.
I'm hoping, Christina, I can talk you into bringing us some ice cream to eat. Now,
What do you
Jessie
want?
ain't
That's
going to
all
eat
you.
any. Jessie's doing her bodybuilding show, so.
So is Parker, though.
But Parker is. But as far as myself and my daughter, who's off camera, we'll eat some ice cream on camera.
I got you.
But this is a good opportunity for me to try something different. How many of us go into an ice cream store and order the same thing every time? For me, when I come here, it's the vanilla soft serve cone.
That's it?
Oh, wow.
It's the vanilla soft serve.
Well, you
It's
did
so
try.
delicious. It is so good. I love that particular texture of ice cream, and I love that ice cream because it's super cold soft serve ice cream. So you go at it too fast.
Oh, you get that brain freeze, and it's like,
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Can I tell you something about brain freezes?
do you get them? Some people don't.
I get a throat freeze.
Oh, been there, yeah.
I've never once gotten a brain freeze from eating ice cream too fast or anything cold, but I will eat something too cold and my throat literally feels like it's full of like
Like, is it hard to
nitrous.
swallow at that point?
it's about a 10-second recovery of like, oh my gosh, my throat is like painfully cold.
You probably don't leave it in your mouth long enough to get the brain freeze, like on your soft palate. You just swallow it. You know, I could see
probably
you doing
true.
that.
Yeah. Throat freeze. Never a brain freeze for
But you
me.
can't really chew your ice cream, so you've got to swallow your ice cream right away. So that's probably, you're like
So
fast
what
cone eater.
So what I'm saying is,
You need
I can
ice
always come here and get a breakfast burrito. I can always come here and get the vanilla soft serve cone. I want to try something a little bit more exotic. And really,
spice it up a little for
I
him.
suppose anything other than
I know,
vanilla
you're not
isn't more
allergic
than
to anything, are you?
no,
Thank
except
God,
dairy. So
That's gonna be painful later.
no, for sure. So I want to try some of that stuff, and Jesse and I are gonna chew the fat here for a minute. How you got to go here? No, you don't have to go right away, do you? You know, I'm so used to Jesse always saying she's got to go.
I do have to leave in 25 minutes.
See, she's always got to go.
I gotta pick up my child from art class. I'm a mom. I work full time.
But I'm hoping you will pop back in. David, I want to talk to you for just a second here, if I can. Can I get you for a couple minutes before you start
Ooh,
the
I
next
can
song?
make some ice cream for you guys.
Okay. Christina's going to make us some ice cream, and I'm going to try something new. And everybody else who's in here tonight, I hope you guys are all trying something new at Country Style Ice Cream. And if you're watching this, make sure to get over here, maybe a little after 7. The line will die down just a hair.
A little
Use the
long.
drive-through.
And you know what? I hope you show up here at 7 and they're out of merch. I hope they're out of inventory. I hope they are sold out of all ice creams in the shop. So.
Oh man, I've got other locations. I'll just transfer it over. So
Okay.
let's go.
Let's go.
Game on.
Let's try and run out of inventory.
Challenge
Christina
accepted.
Sanchez, everybody, if you're not following Country Style Ice Cream, you need to. And if you've never been in, start making it your new daily regimen to stop into Country Style Ice Cream and get yourself a
there's
treat.
an
I'll
ice
even
cream
settle for
cone.
weekly at this point, right?
Yeah.
Make it the weekly weekend stop.
At least once a week. Get into Country Style. Do 500 body weight squats like Ric Flair.
Woo!
Woo! And then get in here and get some ice cream. All right, we're going to bring David G. Smith in here to talk with Jesse and I for a moment. And thank you, Christina. And then join us back in before we end the live stream,
Absolutely. I
okay?
have to make some ice cream for you.
Thank
Thank you.
All right,
It
was
Christina
lovely
Sanchez,
meeting
everybody.
you.
All righty.
Thank you.
We're going to be bringing in David G. Smith. Jesse, I just met David verbally over the phone yesterday.
Really? I think I'm gonna swap mics here just so I can pull this one off.
You going to give that one to... You can just pull that out of there.
That's exactly why I swapped, because I didn't want to hold that
Oh,
mic
okay.
stand any longer.
Here, let me
Oh,
move-
but I'm wrapped around here. Like,
Let me move this thing.
I was all trapped in there. Okay.
Uh,
Hi, David. I'm Jesse. Nice to meet you. Have a seat. Thanks
Gu-
for being here.
Guys, if you're just joining us, we're live right here at Country Style Ice Cream in Bettendorf, Iowa. Right here on the Real Quad Cities.
Waving to my fans.
Live stream. Oh, yeah, Jesse's got way more fans than I do.
Those are actually people I work with.
Yeah, but a fan's a fan. So we'll take it. Dave, you're going to have to probably get pretty close with that microphone there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
go ahead and...
Oh, you can,
David
yeah,
G.
lean
Smith,
in, hold it
everybody.
However.
However, okay.
You can just hold the whole thing. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah. So Lojo Russo, who played our live stream show
at Flips.
at Flips Pancake House, that was when that's when the Quad City Times was there.
And that was our first show. Like well, besides Festival of Trees.
That was our
first
first
like,
official
real,
show.
Yeah, morning show.
And Lojo rocked the house. And
Yeah.
I was talking to Lojo yesterday, and I said, "Hey, introduce me to some of your buddies. Like,
Yeah.
tell me who else I should have on the show." And she's like, "You gotta have Dave." And she sent me your number, and I called you. And you know what I love about Dave? I called his number, and 3 rings later, he goes, "Hello." He
Oh.
actually answered the phone,
Oh,
and we had a great
I think that
conversation.
I was guessing this was not going to be a scam, a spam, or whatever.
Or a bill
Joe's
collector.
just mad
nothing.
because he
With
calls
Joe's
me and I never
vibes.
answer.
Joe's vibes were coming through the phone. I could feel them. I could pick them up. And I'm just making this up. Go ahead.
He almost hung up because I'm like, "Hi, Dave, Joe Braymeyer here from the Real Quad Cities.
Yeah.
How would you like some promotion?" He's like, "Sir, I'm not interested in buying anything." So anyway, I'm so glad that you came by. You and your lovely wife are here. What's your wife's first name again?
Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon, I think that's who just
The
took our
lady
picture.
in the red coat. Yep.
Yeah. And
Okay.
you are a lucky man. So does Sharon play too?
Did she tell you to say that?
No.
Now,
I
come
thought
on,
it was
Joe.
there. You had it on
Fess
my
up.
watch.
It goes without saying, right?
There you go. I won't say it. Goes without saying. She's great.
So does she play music too?
She's a listener.
Yeah.
We need listeners. Big time. Yeah. They're probably more important than us.
Yeah,
than we artists.
if you ain't listening, you need to be doing a lot more catching than pitching these days.
Yeah.
But we got to have pitchers.
Okay.
What is your favorite type of music to play?
Anything that songwriter oriented, something that's got maybe a message, but it's a songwriter, not like pop, but something with a message, like a Hank Williams,
Oh.
like a Blind Willie Johnson in the blues genre. The Carter family, they started way back in the 30s for country and Appalachian music. Again, things that inspire, lyrics that inspire.
It's interesting that you start going down that road as far as like music that actually speaks. There's emotion to it. Somebody took the time to actually craft a message within the music. Because in today's day and age, through AI and all kinds of things, every single song is being remixed. You've got new songs that are coming out that haven't even been written by anybody. It's just been written by a computer
There were
program.
2 songs on country charts. They are both number 1s written by AI. Mr.
boy.
AI?
Really?
Yeah. Done using Suno and My Tunes. And there's several others out there. It's amazing what it can do. I think most songwriters want to look at it as a tool. But if you start using it in place of real people, I think we're going to run into some trouble there. So.
Oh, I agree. I don't really like that.
I was talking to Parker about this today because AI is a very it's a great tool to delegate jobs to, but I feel like the minute you start to use AI as a creativity tool or a creativity helper
Unto itself, yeah.
then you are basically you're giving up a God-given gift of creativity and imagination. And art, where, hey, I'll let AI do the heavy lifting and craft all these thoughts that are mine together so I can have them all in one place. But I don't want AI to tell me what's a good idea or here or there or help me write a song or help me write a speech or something like that. That's when you can get in trouble, and all of a sudden you just become a kind of a derp going through life.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. With the music industry such as it is, and I've worked in Nashville for 25 years, so I've sort of seen all sides of it, including the ugly underbelly. If there's a way to eliminate, the middle people like publishers and songwriters, there'll be people out there trying to do that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the good side of AI, I worked in medical field for a number of years. It's going to be a boon to medical advancement.
Oh, it'll be incredible.
Yeah, and it's gonna advance to customized medicine. That whatever treatment, Jessica?
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse, whatever, we might have the same condition, whatever, but your treatment might be different than mine because of this AI, and it nails it. But as far as the creativity part of it, yeah, that's going to be a tough road to hoe, and there's going to be a lot of cases in court before the smoke settles on this kind of thing. So,
well, yeah, it's an interesting topic to go over, and we could dive really far down into it. But I want to talk to you about something kind of fun. Jesse, Dave mentioned to me that there is look at that. What do we got here? This is a cherry creme. Well, if you pronounce it creme instead of cherry cream,
He likes to be fancy.
it sounds a little bit more fancy. So this is like the fancy cherries.
Oh, yum. I love those things.
You know what? I'm not saying this because you're standing here. I'm saying that I really like this. I really like this.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good. I love that.
And it's a nice thick suck through the straw there.
I'm real jealous right
Is that
now.
a malt?
It's not real runny, right?
Is that a malt? Oh, shit.
So if somebody wants to order this, what do they order? Order the cherry cream pie next time you're here. Hey guys, if you're in line, order the cherry cream pie shake. It's delicious. The cherry cream pie right here at Country Style Ice Cream is delicious. Thank you, Christina. I'm going to drink all this. Do you drink a shake or do you eat a shake?
Both. You eat it until it starts melting, and then you drink it.
I think you inhale it.
You
Just
inhale it.
inhale it.
Okay, so Dave was telling me, Jesse, that there is a couple that are from Silvis, Illinois, right here in the Quad Cities.
We were just there last week.
We were.
Yeah.
They are still there, and they have created and produced a documentary. Is it going to be on Netflix?
Not Netflix. They'll farm this out to PBS.
Okay, so this is going to be a documentary
mothership.
right here. And Dave, tell us why you're tied into that.
So independently, so I'm a songwriter, artist. I was working on a Hero Street project of my own, which is going to be my next release, my next album release. And then Tammy and Kelly Rundle, husband and wife, they operate Fourth Wall Film. They've been putting this series together. They had 4 installments by the same name, Hero Street. So they were working on their 5th installment. A third party who knew both of us said, "You guys got to get together. This is crazy." So long story short, I played them the music I was writing. They liked it. They put one of the songs into the latest installment, and it's by the same name, Hero Street. So they had that film premiere. What was it? The Saturday before Veterans Day, this past November.
So this documentary is out. It's available.
We did a private showing premiere.
I guess I should say it's finished.
It's finished. It's a done deal. They're moving on. So a 9-part. That's going to be the last installment, the one where I've got my song in it. And they play the whole thing, and it runs out over the final credits and everything.
Oh,
it's
wow.
really cool.
Oh, very cool.
It's not just an instrumental little section or whatever. So it's over 3 minutes, about 3.5 minutes long. So now the hang-up is a lot of people have lost a lot of funding lately for a variety of reasons.
Right.
But they're going to still be working on this to get the entire 9-part series done, and they only have 4 more left to do. And then they will shop that to the mothership, the PBS mothership. Now they're going to be on, these will play on some affiliates before then. And I don't know what that schedule is.
So it's called Hero Street? That's the name of the documentary.
Yeah, and it features 8 soldiers, the story of 8 soldiers that 6 fought in World War II and 2 fought in the Korean War. And it also features
And these are local people?
All in our own backyard.
All from the Quad Cities. This is going to be incredible. I'm going to track this down. I'm going to share some links to this. And if you could, can you share the people's name and number with me so I can get in touch with them, and let's see if we can get them on the show. I want to hear about this.
Yeah, it's a wonderful. It's a long story. It starts in the early 1900s with Rock Island Railroad hiring Mexicans to come up and work for the railroad because we had a labor shortage, and of course because of the war. So that's where the story begins, and you go from there.
Oh,
you go from there.
Well, David G. Smith. What do your friends call you, Dave?
Whatever.
Dude, I don't think everybody just calls you David G. Smith.
They call me a lot of stuff. I've been
Davey G.
David G. has been working, yeah. So I left that name as is because that's my songwriter name. I've got a lot of years in Nashville, and I just used my regular name. And when it came time to, that's how everybody knew me. When it came time to put my artist hat back on, and that was 12 albums ago. So,
how do we buy your music?
Wow.
Can people buy your music?
HeyDaveMusic.com.
HeyDaveMusic.com.
That's it. Yeah.
And can I order like a CD or I can't get a vinyl, can I?
No, we drew the line at vinyl. We did. We're not going there yet, but virtual or CD, it's out there.
Dave, before we cut you loose and let you bend some strings here quick, I will tell you, for Christmas, I got a record player.
Good for you.
And I love music. And something about streaming music through my phone, through a Bluetooth device, doesn't feel as pure as when you're watching the vinyl spin and you get to enjoy the record, where that music is isolated to just that piece of wax right there. Right. And it's just you and the record. There's no interference. It's a weird, I know it sounds like some real hippie stuff, but ever since Christmas, I put this thing out in my garage next to my treadmill, Jesse.
Oh.
And the other morning, I listened to Little Feat live, Waiting on Columbus, while I was while I was doing some high elbows on the treadmill.
Well, that, and you can enjoy the album jacket and the artwork, and check out what the credits
the
and all
artwork
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I have a couple questions for Dave.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist
Oh boy.
of all time?
So that's not going to fly. It never does. It's a conglomerate.
Okay, we want to hear him.
Yeah, I mean, it goes from one genre to another. Again, like Blind Willie Johnson, Robert Johnson. It goes to the Carter family, Hank Williams in country. The songwriters, Joni Mitchell,
Oh, I love Joni Mitchell.
Mary Gaucher, who is on some of my albums. Keb Mo for some blues. He's on my albums. Let's see. So Leonard Cohen. I love vocal groups like Crosby, Stills, Nash. I mean, I'm all over the board, and with that kind of thing. And Sly and the Family Stone. I mean, I'm a huge Sly and the Family Stone. You know, a white guy. You know.
Sly and the Family Stone. Well, then, let me ask you this. Give me a recommendation on a vinyl record I should go seek out that I should add to my collection. Like, what's a great album? If I came to your house and we were going to perhaps knock a few back, and I said, hey, spin me some wax, what would you play? What album?
Leonard Cohen, Bird on a Wire.
Leonard Cohen, Bird on a Wire. What? I'm going to write it down. I don't need to write it down. We got to record it here. Leonard Cohen, Bird on a Wire. I'm going to seek out that album, and I'm going to make you a deal. I'm not going to listen to it ahead of time. I'm going to go into some of the local record stores here, which, by the way, if you're a record store, you should host the Real Quad Cities. We could go and jam out at a record store for a live stream, but only if you've got the Leonard Cohen album and that you can maybe help us out with a little gas money there. You know, that'd be great. But anyway, I'm going to check that out. David G. Smith. And what's your website, Dave?
Just heydavemusic.com.
Hey, Dave.
H-E-Y, not H-A-Y.
Like, hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Music.com.
And get on there and buy some CDs. Can you download music from that site?
He said there's some digital stuff.
Oh.
Right to your phone.
Well, it's only going to cost you like $1.30. Get in there, right?
Well, thanks a lot for that plug.
All right, Dave. Well, I'll let you play some music. David G. Smith, everybody. Thank you, man.
Hey, thanks for being here.
We're going to switch back over to the Dave picture-in-picture cam. Can you believe we have a show tomorrow morning?
Nope, cannot already.
Hertz Donuts is going to be a blast tomorrow.
Oh, it is. Hertz Donuts is fun no matter what. So many different donuts.
And you can't have it.
Can't have any. Nope.
We're still
used to
waiting
it by
on
now.
one of our special guests from the last picture house. Christy Beck said she was going to be stopping in here in just a little bit. So are you on? You are on mic too. So look, I can mute now. Can I still hear you?
Hello,
Oh, yeah.
I can hear me.
What do you think of the new board?
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, so we have a board going into a board coming out into headphones and with mics and everything else.
I mean, I'm just glad we have more than 2 mics. Because there was a while there that we were sharing mics. Not you and me, but guests and us. We're just moving on up in the world, Joe.
Did you start? You already got a lot going on, but did you start a New Year's regimen?
Well, I think we talked about this briefly on New Year's Eve.
But I mean, have you instituted something? Are you doing anything every day that you weren't doing last year?
Oh, that I wasn't doing before
New
January
Year's.
1st?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so. Because as you and most of our viewers, because they watch every episode, know, I am in prep right now for another show in May. So every day I do my cardio and I lift the weights and I track the macros and I hit the protein and I drink the gallon of water and I do. Oh, you know what? I lied. I did start something.
What?
I just had to go through my whole day in regimen before I remembered. So it's something I used to do, and then I was like, I need to do this again. At night, when it's time to go to bed, I check the weather, check my email one last time. I put my phone on the charger, and then I don't pick it up again. So I get in bed, I don't scroll, I pick up my Kindle, I read a chapter or two, and I crash out.
Good for you.
No scrolling. That'll keep me awake like half the night, you know?
I have read more book pages in the last 2 weeks than I bet I have in the last 3 years.
Oh, good. What are you reading?
I'm in between 2 books right now.
Oh,
The first book I'm reading, which is incredible, it's by Bear Grylls.
okay.
You know, the survival guy? He was on,
yeah.
you know, the guy with the British accent.
Yep.
He has written, I guess, over 100 books.
Oh.
And this book, he says, if he could get rid of all the books that he's ever written and only write one book, this is the book.
Okay.
And it's called The Greatest Story Ever Told.
Okay.
And it is a first-hand account of Jesus' life from the eyes of his mother. And it is tremendous.
Really?
It is tremendous. It reads like it's it's her just telling her stories of, like, you know, this is what happened today. This is what happened, you know, and it follows the story of Jesus. Now, I'm only probably I'm at the point now where Jesus was just baptized
Okay.
by his best friend. And
John the
he-
Baptist,
he- and
his
he-
cousin.
And he headed
It
out.
was his cousin, John the Baptist.
And he headed out. Well, I'm
Parker
just-
about lost
for-
his mind when
well,
you said his
but-
best friend. But it was
well,
probably his best friend, too.
His best
but they were
friend,
also
cousin,
cousins.
yes. And anyway, and Jesus has now left and headed out into the desert, and kind of left everybody that he knows. And I'm telling you, it's a tremendous book. And so if you ever want to dabble in the Jesus stuff, go get that book.
Okay, as a
it's
guy
tremendous.
who knows the story of Jesus Christ, I know that you do. Is it biblically accurate?
Yes, it's biblically accurate, but it is told as kind of like
Have you read it, Parker?
Parker is extremely knowledgeable when it comes to the Gospels. He's extremely knowledgeable. He's a student of the game.
I would call myself one, too.
But you know what? There's a little bit of smugness that goes with that, with Parker knowing so much about the gospel. When you got some dum-dum like me that starts talking about, like, oh, you know, Jesus' best friend, you know, he rolls his eyes. It's like, hey, how about a little grace?
corrected
How
him,
about a little
though. I
grace over here?
corrected
I've been
him.
studying this forever. And yeah, but
Oh,
it's
John the
but
Baptist?
in the book he is called Johann.
Oh, Johann the Baptist
Johann.
instead of John.
Instead of John. So anyway, it's great. And the other one I'm reading is a book that my mother got me called Let Them.
Oh, Mel Robbins.
Great book. I've
Mel
never
Robbins
heard
is
I've
great.
never heard of Mel Robbins before.
Ooh.
Mel Robbins has the 5-4-3-2-1 theory,
It's
right?
called the 5-second rule.
The 5-second
and
rule.
That was my first Mel Robbins.
I know nothing about that. I haven't read that book. But this is basically her follow-up book to that, and it is tremendous. Basically, Let Them is, hey,
Let 'em.
Jesse, if your friends go on vacation and you see some pictures of them having a good time and you didn't get invited, let them.
Yeah, you know, or if like someone's talking trash on you and
Let
they're
'em.
like, that Joe,
Mm-hmm.
he, I can't even think of anything bad, but that's still appropriate
Oh,
to say.
there's plenty of people that
Well,
can
I don't
think
want
of
to be
plenty
too
bad.
inappropriate. But anyway, that Joe, he's a real jerk. Let him. Just let him think that. Who
Let him
cares?
be a jerk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have Let It Be tattooed on my arm.
Oh,
And that's my mom's handwriting.
that's kind of right. Is that kind of the
Yeah,
same
so
thing?
it's very similar. But also, because I'm a Beatles fan, you know, I had to make it the Beatles lyrics, Let It Be. But that's literally the
Oh,
same
that's
thing.
right.
Like, just let it go. Let it be.
Well, so those are the 2 books that I'm reading, and quite frankly, I'm very interested in them.
And I also would like to comment on the fact that you're reading 2 books at once.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching 2 shows at the same time, right? You can kind of follow along.
Yeah, I can't do that.
One is kind of a how-to, and one is kind of a story anyway.
I could see that. Right now I'm reading a John Deloney book. Do you know Dr. John Deloney?
No, but the fact that he's a doctor, it must.
He has 2 PhDs.
Mm.
And he's a very cool guy. He actually has a YouTube show and a podcast.
What's the book about?
It is called Redefining Anxiety. And it's
Oh.
basically about how to make your life less anxious. We're
Yeah.
pointing to our fans, everyone. Don't worry.
Well, I'm
We'll
pointing.
sign autographs later.
I'm
We'll
pointing
sign
to
it.
Christy Beck, who is with the Last Picture House, and she's going to be here popping on the live stream here soon. So, but anyway, more on the Good Doctor. Tell me about
Oh,
this
yeah.
book.
Oh yeah, so it's just redefining your life and how to be less anxious. Like basically I think the book says like 85% of people have some sort of anxiety around something. You know, maybe not like you have an anxiety disorder, so you wake up every day and take a pill, but like. It talks about making sure you have the proper nutrition and exercise and sleep and how to basically handle those types of things. It's a great book. It's super short read. I just think John Deloney's great. I love that guy.
What sets off your anxiety alarm?
When I take on too many things and I have to run around like a psycho.
Yeah.
That's basically it, yeah. Because I already am like, okay, I'm a mom. My child is involved in activities. He goes to private school that we have to drive him to and pick him up every day, so that's kind of a pain. It's not near us, really. I also work on the opposite side of town. My job's pretty demanding. I do love it. Shout out, John Deere.
Go John Deere. All hail John Deere. All hail John Deere.
But then I'm also always prepping, training. Whether if I'm not in prep, I'm marathon training, so on and so forth. So if I pack my schedule, I do a lot of volunteer work. I do a lot of stuff with my church. So I pack my schedule too tight. There are times I look at my calendar on a Sunday night and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
boy, we're going to need a climbing kite and a Zanny when we get home, Not promoting drug use, kids.
No, just promoting
Relaxation.
keeping your inner peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's another thing. And like I'm big on protecting my peace. And that's why I think I told you last year in 2025, my New Year's resolution was to say no more often. And I did.
And here you are showing up at the on a prime time Real Quad Cities episode when you've said I'm only going to do Wednesday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m.
I said you only give me for an hour a week.
Well, technically, this is our hour of prep work for the show.
This is
tomorrow.
true. I do give you 2 hours. We do a prep on Tuesdays usually, and then I give you an hour on Wednesdays. So, and now I've heard what's coming on the show tomorrow, so I'm prepped. I'm ready to go.
Well, wonderful.
Did we lose our friend?
No. So we're going to be bringing in next here Christy Beck. She is from the Last Picture House. They are the ones who donated all the shirts for this event.
Wow.
So over 600 shirts the Last Picture House has sponsored for the big glow party. And I'm going to let Christy talk a little bit about these shirts, but I haven't even seen one yet.
Oh, you haven't?
They've handed out a couple hundred of them so far. I haven't even seen one because they were all pre-packed in the goodie bags and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to see one.
So here we go, Jesse. I'm gonna set you free. I'm gonna switch this over to Christina Cam right there. That's Christina, the owner of Country Style Ice Cream, at least her torso area. And then we've got David G. Smith, our new best buddy musician.
Oh, he's great.
Would you go grab Christy for me? And I'm going to reset this stuff up. And then, hey, I'm going to say goodbye to you here on camera. Guys, I know you can never get enough Jessie Spaff.
What can I say?
But you're going to get her in
about
14 hours?
14 hours.
14 hours. We're going to be
yeah.
live right here over at Hertz Donuts tomorrow morning for an extra special fun show.
Yeah.
So
you can even come join us and have a donut with us.
So we're going to switch back to David G. Smith, and then I'll be right back here with Christy Beck from the Last Picture House. Let's get this set back up. Then I'm going to have you. No, that's fine. Doesn't matter. That's what's great about it. Get in here. Where do you want me? Right here. Right in the middle. Ah. right. Let's see. Do we got audio in that one right there? Yeah. And then go ahead and throw on any set of headphones, Scott. Can you hear me okay, big man?
Yeah, I can. Yep.
We traded in a Christie Beck. We had to downgrade. We got a Scott Beck instead, which is totally fine. I'll take a Scott Beck.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a significant downgrade. Sorry. Apologies.
It is. Yeah, it's like I always refer to my wife as my better 95%. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's my better half. I was like, well, she's like my better 95%.
I've got a 99% right there. So. Yeah.
And this does not count as our official on-screen chat, right? You made a deal with me. You're coming to Wilton.
Yeah.
To the home of the Wilton Beavers and the Real Quad Cities live stream podcast studio, and we're going to hang out and do some long form.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So if you don't know Scott Beck, he's a big hotshot movie producer and also a Quad City native. Went to Bettendorf.
Yeah, I went to Bettendorf, yeah.
And you've had a long string of some very successful movies, which we don't need to dive into a ton right now, because in the here and now, you and your lovely wife are owners. You guys are one of the owners of the Last Picture House in downtown Davenport.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we're two of 6 owners of the theater. We share it with my filmmaking partner Brian Woods, his wife Julia, and then Pete Stopulus and Jen Baker. And it's totally a locally owned movie theater, like nothing that you have in the Quad Cities here. You know, you've got the Cinemark, you've got VIP cinemas, but the special touch that we always try to have with the Last Picture House is it's community focused. We want to do events, movies that people around here want to see. If you have a request, we're constantly taking requests. We can't service everything, but we definitely put our ear to the ground when people want to see things. So.
It used to be growing up that if a, quote, movie theater was playing a older movie, one that wasn't a brand new release, it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Nobody really does that. Where with the Last Picture House, that's what's so unique about it and so cool, and quite frankly, quaint.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to, oh my gosh, the Last Picture House is showing Goonies tonight. And that's fun because we all have these favorite movies of ours that we've only seen on the small screen because we were maybe too young when they came out in theater.
Yep.
And now you get to see them on the big screen at a beautiful facility. You guys have really contributed to the downtown with that whole project. That was a monumental task.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
What was that building? It was like an old ramshackle warehouse, wasn't it?
It's been everything. I mean, right before we renovated it, when we were going through the bones of the building, there were raccoons that would jump out of like dark corners and hiss at us and run out the garage door. It was built in 1895, so it's one of the original buildings of like downtown Davenport.
Oh, so it was built well.
It was built well, yeah. It's weathered, about 130 years, so it's pretty phenomenal that we had the ability to take over that building and retrofit it. And the mission was, Brian and I, as our day jobs as filmmakers, like we get the benefit to travel sometimes across the oceans and see like these incredible cinemas that exist in like London, England, or Dublin, Ireland, and we took inspiration from all of these places. And the Quad Cities being so near and dear to our hearts, having grown up here, we were like, we need some sort of institution like every major city has, but nothing in the market like the Quad Cities really has. That hopefully is, it makes you feel like you're surrounded by the echoes of cinema in the past as soon as you walk in the door. But it feels a little more special, and it doesn't feel like it's just a transactional place where you go in, spend, too much money at an overpriced movie theater, and then you come out and just go straight to your car. Like, we try to be affordable. We're all ages all the time, even though we have like a full mocktail lounge. We've got, you mentioned like Goonies. That's a movie that we showed on our rooftop because we have a rooftop screen, and then these 2 big interior theaters that, we load with Dolby Atmos surround sound. So it feels like when you're watching a movie like Top Gun Maverick that you're actually in the cockpit of like a fighter jet, and you're surrounded by just the incredible art form of cinema.
If you've never been there, shame on you. But when you do go into the, quote, movie theater part, because there's 2 movie houses, right? They have an upper balcony. What is it, about 3-4 rows deep?
Yeah,
up
3
there?
rows, about 40 to 50 seats up there. Yep.
And when you are sitting in such a high elevated position looking directly at the screen, and you gotta You got a Lebowski White Russian in your hand because you guys have movie-themed cocktails based on the movies that are out at the time in the theater. And you're sitting there, you're like, you know what? Your place makes you feel special as a patron.
Oh, good.
And there's not a lot of businesses that you can go into and leave and feel like those people actually gave a damn that I came in. Like, I feel like just by being in here, you care about the experience of everybody else.
Yeah.
And I know you've probably heard this a million times, but before each movie, these guys show this whole montage of little clips from well-known movies of the past where they have mentioned Iowa or mostly the Quad Cities. And you guys have made this 1-2 minute long video of all these famous movies and little clips where they mention Davenport or Cedar Rapids or the Quad Cities. Your chest puffs out a little bit when you're in the crowd.
Good.
Yes. At least mine does. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize there was that many movies that mention the Quad Cities.
There's so many movies that mention the Quad Cities. There's so many movies that have been made here in the Quad Cities or greater Iowa region. And then day to day, like when Brian and I are in Hollywood and talking to different actors or producers or what have you, like you'd be shocked at how many times the Quad Cities comes up and people are familiar with it. Like I think it's to assume that we're in a flyover state, that we're in a place that's just in the middle of Iowa on the Mississippi River. It's not. It's a very special artistic hub, and I think that's something that, Brian and Christy and myself have always seen in it in our pursuit of filmmaking, but also having the Last Picture House, you get to see how many people are so invested in the art form of cinema, how many people have a deep knowledge of it. There's film historians in the area that are deeply familiar with like 35 millimeter history that is right here in Davenport, where we used to have this distribution facility called Blackhawk Films that would distribute 16 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 35 millimeter films all across the nation and represent the major studios back in the day. That's history that maybe is not totally on the surface here, but piece by piece, I feel like the community is here to unearth that, and we're happy to be like a small part of that.
Another thing that I love about your joint is you walk in and there are giant, I'm telling, like 10 feet tall, giant, essentially movie posters, but I think they're more banners, if anything. They're huge, and you guys have them all beautifully framed. But the difference is they are a lot of them are from France, I believe.
Yes.
A lot of them are French movie posters, and they're enormous. I can't read French, but you know what movie it is because you recognize the artwork on it. Who got bit by that bug?
I get bit by so many collecting bugs. I mean, in my basement, I have almost 2,000 Blu-rays and DVDs and such. Like, I'm a physical media guy, so it started getting obsessed with buying 35 millimeter prints because we have 35 millimeter projection systems up in the Last Picture House. The posters, though, they're called French Grand posters, so they are from France. They are massive, but what I love about it is usually their artwork is different than what you see with American posters. So we have a French Grand poster of Field of Dreams, quintessential Iowa classic. Yeah. And that's got just this beautiful image of Kevin Costner sitting amongst like the cornfields. We have Hitchcock's The Birds, one of the original posters from, the 60s. And just seeing that artwork in that form is something that's rare in a day and age where usually what we see of marketing in movies is just on Facebook or Instagram or something. Like, the actual artwork of posters is something that I think belongs in a museum and belongs in a gallery. So that's our little homage to have that type of movie museum quality to the Last Picture House.
All right, from one collector to the next, pull the veil back a little bit for me, because you didn't find those on eBay.
No.
Where do you, like, is this just because of your ties to the Hollywood world and the success that you guys have enjoyed? I'm sure you've networked, you've met a ton of different people. So do those all come from one source, or now are you known as the guy who likes those?
No, there are like those collections that you can buy from, and I've never gone that deep with it. I've talked to a few collectors that...
Have you gotten all those from different places?
They're from different places, usually in LA. Like there is... There's two places, Film Art Gallery and Poster Tati, which is a place in New York. And so both coasts have these incredible businesses that specialize in curating like some of the best of the best. And some of the posters, there's like one that's Apocalypse Now that is basically like billboard size that goes for more money than either of us could ever imagine. That might be kind of like the golden trophy that I'm constantly like looking at and trying to figure out like when will I be insane enough to get that one. But no, you like anybody can buy these from those companies. For us, it was about finding movies that I think spoke to Brian and I personally or spoke to the Quad Cities. So for instance, one of our good friends, John Burnett, he grew up here in Rock Island. He's an incredible filmmaker of his own. His dad is Charles Burnett. And we've got a poster of Charles Burnett, and he is a legendary filmmaker that's been heralded by everybody, including Martin Scorsese. And so it's our dream to constantly rotate these posters like every couple years and try to represent the Quad Cities or Iowa filmmakers in some regard that way.
Well, that's smart too, because it's not like those posters are losing value. So you probably have a good opportunity to just kind of upcycle and be like, okay, we've let that live here. Now that thing can live somewhere else.
In my basement, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm not getting rid of them.
Yeah, it would be hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so hard to get rid of stuff.
It is. You are a collector beyond my capabilities.
Oh, my gosh. Well, and the nice thing is, too, you go in, you got the movie props and all of that. Do you get asked about, because you do a ton of interviews and stuff, but I think like a lot of them are at the Last Picture House. You and Brian, you get out on stage.
Yeah.
You discuss the movie with the audience. Do you guys do that before or after the movie?
Usually after the film. We try to do a few of these events each year, bring in special guests, whether they're local or sometimes they're working filmmakers that live, outside of the Quad Cities in LA, New York, London. For example, last summer there was the movie Final Destination Bloodlines, like the latest big budget Final Destination movie. One of the actresses, Anna Laurie, is from Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh,
and
no kidding.
She doesn't live here still, but she came back for opening weekend of that film to celebrate with her family in Dubuque, and then the entire family came down and actually watched the movie at the Last Picture House. We did a Q&A afterwards, just breaking down the process of what it's like to be a working actor, go through all the ups and downs, but also what the experience was like doing Final Destination. So we've been lucky to have, a lot of different people come and talk about their art form. And honestly, like the long-range goal of that is making sure that it feels like there's a gap bridge from the Quad Cities to the career of your dreams, whether it's you want to make movies or you want to work in art or whatever the creative endeavor is, that it doesn't seem like it's some elusive white whale, that you can actually like go out and kind of tackle it. And it's something that Brian and I feel very passionately about, being from the Quad Cities and being 1,600 miles away from Los Angeles, but trying to forge ahead and find a way blindly to, make our dreams a reality.
You spoke about creativity. I was watching a clip last night of Larry the Cable Guy. He was doing a podcast. And he got super emotional in a very happy way, talking about how much he cares about Pixar and how much Pixar has done for him and his family because of the Tow Mater character from Cars.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And he was telling the story about the people at Pixar who created Mater, and they wanted him to play the role. He read some lines, and then they didn't get back to him for like 7 months, and then he found out they were writing more lines for that character because they loved that character so much. And combined with Larry the Cable Guy, it brought it to life so much. They're like, we got to give more of Mater.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character you've ever come up with?
Favorite character you've ever come up with?
In all the different movies, and maybe it's in a script that you've never even done anything with, but do you have somebody or somebody that you kind of hold dear in your heart where you're like, I love this character?
I mean, they all have to be that way, to be honest. In order to write them to the best of our abilities, Brian and I have to love every single character that we come up with, even the villains. To a certain degree, and this is maybe a darker answer than you want, our last film, Heretic, which came out in 2024, stars Hugh Grant. It's kind of a dissection of religion. Hugh Grant is the antagonist of that movie. You think at first, like, oh, it's this lovely, Notting Hill-esque character that we know and love Hugh Grant from. but it kind of becomes a darker version of what you could ever imagine Hugh Grant to become. But to a certain degree, that comes top of mind because I think human beings are infinitely complex, and nobody's just black or white. We're all versions of gray. And I think he exemplifies that quality out of any character that we've come up with. But to be honest, like every time we're in the writing process, we love every single character that we're writing, whether they're the smallest character on the page or the biggest.
Do you think it's from a relationship standpoint with the actors?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right, you're a Quad City guy, and now you're directing Hugh Grant, right?
Yeah.
So when you do that, do you feel like it's almost easier to work with some of these stars versus like if your last name is Scorsese or something like that, right?
I mean,
what's the dynamic like when you first meet like a movie star?
Yeah.
And I even use that term loosely anymore because everybody's everywhere right these days.
I mean, I think the illusion of, or rather, writing somebody off quickly as like they're a celebrity or they're a movie star is too easy, and that's usually what a lot of people do when you're in line at a premiere or something, and all you want is a selfie. Like it's a very impersonal interaction. But everybody is just a human being. And so I think you pierce the veil of what that illusion is when you're talking to people that have been on your screen for 30, 40 years sometimes, and they're really, big movie stars that you think you know, but usually you don't. And so those initial meetings, like you really just try to connect like a human being. I think it's one of the things that's great about growing up in the Quad Cities is there's rarely any pretense that anybody carries around with them. It's certainly the way that Brian and I try to live our life, where we're making movies, but it is a day-to-day job. Like it's no different than overseeing like exercise equipment and managing a team that way. Like directing a film is exactly that way. You're trying to keep a vision for what you want to make, but you're trying to bring a lot of people on board that you hope are smarter than you to make your business or your movie or your film set run smoother. And actors are a big part of that. You always try to open up the collaboration to them. They're not just there to show up on set and say their lines. Like you're there to be inspired by how they view the world through the lens of their character, and the little nuances that they pick up because they're astute observers of humanity more than most people. So it's one of the things we found the commonality of actors usually have that attribute. So.
Well, let's bring it back home here to the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
First of all, this has been a cool thing, and we got to wrap this up. I know you got another interview you got to get to. I know.
Yeah.
Let's talk real quick about the Last Picture House and this event, and you guys. So essentially, for this glow party, they needed shirts, and then these students wear the shirts throughout the year on different events.
Yeah.
And the Last Picture House, they elected to go ahead and sponsor the shirts. You guys did. Which is super cool, by the way.
Oh, happy to do it.
And then you guys got involved with I think you guys even got some coupons or something in the bag or whatever. So if you did pick up your shirt, make sure you wear that into the Last Picture House. So you'll see all these glow party things. And you know what? We are dads of young kids right now.
We are. Yeah.
And we have a small window to enjoy that, but also do some of the involvement stuff within the elementary schools while we still have a little time to do it. And you know what? I can't thank you enough. You guys were very generous with the shirts and everything, but at the same time, I don't think I got to thank you too much. It makes us all feel good, right? Doesn't it kind of make you feel good to do an event like this?
I mean, it's so wonderful, like seeing how many events that Pleasant Valley and specifically Pleasant View Elementary puts on for their students. It's one of the best schools I think we could ever hope for our kids to be in. So
we are lucky to live in the community that we do. So and you are lucky to live in the Quad Cities. So next time it is family movie night. Don't wear the jammy pants on the couch and spend $24.99 to rent a movie. Wear the jammy pants down to the Last Picture House.
Please do. Yeah.
And get comfortable and get yourself a cocktail. It's worth noting that their cocktail bar is set up, and then you guys make drinks based on the movies that are out. I know we talked about that earlier, but I just think that's such a neat thing.
Oh, thank you. And I also want to acknowledge it's January. A lot of people are doing dry January. And hopefully you hold that up if you want to, and if not, you relapse into February. We got something for everybody. We've got cocktails, we've got mocktails. I can't stress enough. I think a lot of times people look at the Last Picture House and they think, oh, it's just an adults-only establishment. It is not. Right now we're showing like Avatar, Fire and Ash. We do kids movies all the time. We had Zootopia, we had Wicked. You can come in even if you're not seeing a movie and just hang out in the social lounge.
Which my wife and I have done.
Yes,
we have
you
been,
have. Yeah,
we've
yeah.
been making rounds. We're like, you know what? Let's stop at the Last Picture House and get a cocktail because your cocktail bar is just as good as any bar in town.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, guys. Scott Beck, the Last Picture House, and just Scott Beck being Scott Beck. If you don't know, well, just ask ChatGPT. They'll give you a whole printout of this thing. And I will see you at the Glow Party. I am going to be hosting Rock and Roll Bingo.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
For the adult party,
Yeah.
because the adults got to stick around. So instead of doing trivia night, which was fun, we're going to do something different. We're going to do a little Rock and Roll Bingo. So I hope to see you and your better 95% in the room.
We're aiming to win.
Well, good
We're
luck.
aiming to win.
All right, we'll see you guys at the Last Picture House. And Scott, we'll see
Awesome.
you again soon,
Joe,
man.
thank you.
Thank you, man. That was Scott Beck. We're going to click over here to David G. Smith Music. There's David, kicking butt, taking names. Oh, you were? Okay, that's fine. You run me done? Okay, good. Okay. Dave's done, baby. Dave's done. See you guys. That's good. Then I can hog the camera here then, too. Christina, you want to come in and say hi? Let's pop in and say hi, Christina.
No, I was going to say we need to talk about that popcorn from the public.
Let's talk about it. Man, I kind of don't want Dave to quit his thing. Here, you can come a little closer over here. Come this way. You can hijack this guy.
Okay.
There. Now we're nice and close, and you can kind of move that thing around however you. Are you selling
there.
any ice cream, or is everybody being a tight ass coming in and grabbing their pack and
I
leaving?
checked the sales. We're good.
Okay, we're dinging.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting, the take-home the single scoops. I feel like that's enough. Just a single scoop of ice cream or a small soft serve.
Just a little something to wet your beak.
Well, I was thinking it's probably during the time. This is dinner time for people, so they don't want to ruin their dinner appetite.
My cherry. What's this thing called?
Cherry cream. It's a cherry cream, but we did a cherry cream pie for Christmas. It's an ice cream pie, and that was one of the shakes for it. So
it's really good.
Cherry. It has fudge in it. There's maraschino cherries and syrups in there too.
So I would never order that based upon the menu. Like, I'd be like, no, I don't know if I want to do a cherry thing. And then I'd go, well, give me the vanilla soft serve.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did.
It was between that one or I was going to do French silk. Do you like, but that's chocolate ice cream. You'd have to really like the chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
And if if you're a vanilla person, you wouldn't have liked that as much.
Probably not, but I do like that. But I'm telling you, there's nothing worse than going to an ice cream store and going, I'm going to try something different this time. And then you don't like it. You're like, I wasted it. I should have got the vanilla sauce.
But I guess I always say, like, if a customer comes in and they're like, oh, I usually just get a cone. And I'm like, well, we always have vanilla cones. We always have chocolate cones or twists. Why don't you try something new? And if it's a seasonal flavor, I'm like, we won't get it again until next season, whichever season that is, spring, summer, or fall or winter. So I'm like, try that. And if you don't like it, then don't get it. At least you tried it. But I don't feel like I would steer someone in the wrong direction.
Do you remember old Chicago?
Yeah, right close off of Utica Ridge.
Yeah.
And what street is that? Welcome Way.
Yeah, I think
No.
it's gone
Middle
now,
Road,
right?
yeah.
Okay, they closed. But when they were really cooking, Old Chicago had the Beer World Tour. So they had all those beers on the wall. Do you remember do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, but it's been probably like, I feel like I haven't been there for at least probably, it would have been like 15, 16 years ago.
So they've done the Beer World Tour. They used to do that, and basically how it worked is, like, if you drank every beer, you got like a mug, and then you could hang your mug up in there, and then you go in and whatever. But it was kind of a badge of honor to say, I've tried all the beers. I wonder
Try all the ice creams.
if you could like somehow develop like a punch card, and where once you do a world tour of all the things on the menu, like, I don't know.
The classic flavors, which are like the syrups and the fruits, the deluxe or candies, and then the signature ones are kind of ones we've created. So,
Yeah.
But you'd have to like everything, and you can't be allergic to anything. So we'd have to modify it if you were.
Oh, is that a
substitution?
thing? Do people come into an ice cream shop and say, however, I'm allergic to this, that, or the
Yeah.
other thing?
Nuts. I mean, you've got pecans, peanuts, and then gluten. Gluten is a huge allergen for a lot of people, and a lot of like the caramel we used to have had a thickening agent in it that had gluten in it, but now we've since changed that because we do have a lot of people who are gluten.
So you can have allergies and come into an ice cream shop and talk to your staff, and they'll
can
make sure you don't
modify.
seize up.
Yeah.
You said when you first sat down, you're like, oh, we got to talk about something or other.
Oh, yeah. So the gentleman, Scott, correct? From
Scott Beck.
The Picture House?
Mhm.
So I was just saying how he didn't plug in his own popcorn. And have you had the popcorn at the Picture House?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's sourced from, he was saying it was sourced from Iowa, but I've gone there after I've gone to dinner and had a couple drinks or something, and we'll go in there just to grab the popcorn and leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good point, too. I had a guy that used to work for me at Treadmill Heroes, your locally owned fitness equipment
Yes.
and service provider right here in Iowa. Keep your Quad City money right
And
here
I
in the
think
Quad Cities, everybody.
You work on, is it the Y? Does the Y get treadmill?
We do, if you have a commercial facility in the area, Treadmill Heroes is buzzing around your world, in one way or another, either supplying you with top quality fitness equipment or service or whatever the case is. However, I had a guy that used to work for me, and he would, during the day, swing into a movie theater and buy like the big sack of popcorn.
Did he buy the butter too? Did you just like get a cup of butter?
I don't know, but he would they would be in between deliveries, and he'd go into the movie theater just to grab a big bag of popcorn because
That was lunch.
that was
I
lunch.
used to have a teacher, Mrs. Scow. Do I dare say that? That's okay. I see her often out. But Mrs. Scow used to have popcorn for lunch at her desk. So, I mean, it's a thing. People like popcorn for lunch.
I think it's really charming how just somehow within the universe, I reached out to Dave, the musician, and he was, and I was telling him about the gig. I'm like, yeah, so this week we're going to be live from Country Style Ice Cream. He's like, no kidding, I love that place. We go there all the time. Christina is fantastic. And I was like, all right, this is neat. So then it's kind of cool you walk in, you saw him here. And I think I told you yesterday he was
You
coming,
did.
didn't I? I was like,
Yeah,
hey, I
you're
think
like-
your buddy's coming.
And I'm like, who's that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's
he
been
was-
a customer of mine since I've had Davenport for 15 years.
And did I hear him tell you that he gets gift cards and then he gives some of them away too?
He does. So he, in support, I feel like he comes into the shops and he'll buy X amount of dollars and he gives them away. He does a lot of fundraisers, or he'll do benefits. And so I think he buys them out of his own pocket and he'll just donate them, which I didn't know he did as many. So maybe it's time for me to pay it forward and donate a few back to him.
Well, I don't know. I'd say you've been doing plenty of donating today. I would recover from tonight's donate before we do any more donating, because we're here at Country Style Ice Cream right here in Bettendorf for the big packet pickup for the Glow Party this Friday night. And you guys went ahead and took care of all the entry tickets. And if you're thinking of doing something like that, Christina's tapped out right now. Leave her alone. Christina doesn't need to sponsor a T-ball team tomorrow. Give her a little room to breathe here. She got involved deeply with this, and I think it's super wonderful. And I don't know. I feel super excited over the fact that lineups of people through here tonight
We did.
on a January 6th night when it's cold and dark out in Iowa, and you're pumping out some ice cream.
But hey,
so
it's 40 degrees out. So we're good here.
Now that we're post-Christmas, can I share something with you?
Yes.
I got tripped up in the auto ship department with a lot of stuff I ordered on Instagram through Apple Pay.
Oh no.
Because for example, this gum, I don't even need to plug it. I'll show it. But it's like a mineralizing gum that supposedly helps strengthen your teeth, clean your teeth. It's natural, like it comes from. And I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just making a point.
I'm
just
gonna
making
steal
a
a
point.
piece from you.
Yeah, but it actually comes from the chicle tree. Like the actual gum
Really?
comes from a tree. Like a product comes from a tree. Unlike the stuff that you get. Anyway, the point is, this stuff's like
It's on auto
$15 a box for this. And I just got a notification today. It's like, oh, your next shipment is... Now, I chew it. I use it.
How many of those do you get in a box? Like, is it
18.
just one?
18.
You only get one per
Yeah, and look,
shipment?
it's like a... That's
they're
what it
little
looks
tubes.
like. Yeah, you want to try it?
Yeah.
I'll chew my last one with you. It's like an actual... This is natural gum. This is what the Indians did.
It's
Can
not
you
bad.
say that? This is what the Indians did? You
I
can
know.
say
I
that.
thought
God, you
that,
can't
and I was
say
like,
anything anymore.
Can I say that? I actually was gonna bring that up.
But it's like a natural gum, Native American.
Yes.
You can say whatever. You can say whatever now, right? Yeah, same.
It's not bad.
So I got like
Will it keep its flavor?
this will hold its flavor for 5 minutes.
It's a little
It's
has a
tough.
little mentholy, like a little refreshing, but it's like I feel like my jaw's getting stronger by
It is.
chewing it.
It's gonna
I'm
be
like,
nice straight jawline for you after chewing this gum. Speaking
I'm
of
gonna look
chewing,
like Hulk.
you know what I chewed up for the first time in probably 20 years last week?
What was that?
We went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I made an impulse buy of all places at the checkout line. I bought a pack of Gushers.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
But I feel like those were popular, what, in the 90s?
Those were popular in the 90s because I used to have those when I was a kid. I think it's a little bit different Gusher. I think there might be a few more chemicals in
There's
it now.
not. I don't feel like there's as much of the gush in the middle like there used to be.
You don't quite get the squirt upon bite like you used to back in '93. But those were a staple at our house. We always had boxes, packs of Gushers at our house.
Were those considered a fruit snack? I mean,
I think so.
I feel like it was considered a fruit snack, but how can that be a fruit snack?
Because it ain't fruit juice in the middle of that
No.
thing. It's
Like
some
straight
sort of
sugar
liquid, but it's
liquid.
not fruit juice. But
It's
anyway,
high fructose.
it took me back to my childhood because I hadn't had Gushers forever, and it got me thinking about. Do you remember that gum? Because we're the same age. We're right around the same age. Do you remember that gum that came in the pail? And it had the tongue. It was called like Splashers, and it was a gum that you chew, and it would like completely stain your mouth.
It
the
was
color of the gum.
multicolors, right?
Yeah,
like,
you
almost
could
like
pick-
it was a paint. Like it looked like a paint can.
It looked like a paint
Yeah.
can, and I think it was called Splashers or something like that. It just made me think of that.
Nostalgia. That's what happens when you eat something that takes you back to your childhood, and you're like, oh, that's that memory. And that's what people do with ice cream at the Moline location. They're like, I go here particularly because I remember when my mom or my grandma used to take me, and I used to get a chocolate malt, or she would give me a chocolate shake, and she would get a chocolate soda, and she'd share it with me, or he would share it with me. So yeah, the nostalgia. People just go to that location sometimes. They don't even go to any other location during the wintertime because that one's closed in the winter.
Okay.
So in the summer, they'll only go to that one. And they're like, I swear it tastes different there. And I'm like, it doesn't. It's. I promise. It's all the same cream. It's the same machines. Nothing's different. I just think it's the nostalgia makes it taste different.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, this has been a good night. I feel like we've streamed the hell out of this thing already. So I'm going to stick around here for a while. I don't know. I can't remember if I have another guest coming in or not to chat. But speaking of nostalgia, real quick, do you, as a parent of young kids, we both are, do you ever wonder, do you think your kids will not have the nostalgia that we had? Hey, Charlotte, before you go, I got a real quick question for you, okay? Do you ever think that?
You know, I do, because there's a lot of well, it depends. I think it depends on, you've got to make the memories. You have to eliminate the social media. You have to go out and do things with your kids. So, like, for instance, my son and I, we went to Baltimore, and we visited my brother and my sister-in-law over like Christmas break, and we went to New York for a day, went to see the Rockefeller tree. And so I feel like that would be like a core memory where he's like, oh man, this is really awesome. I remember this one Christmas, because now he has tons of toys. He's 11. He doesn't need anything. He's the only child. He gets pretty much everything he wants. So what can I do to create, a memory or something nostalgic for him, or, set up Christmas stuff every season? And he came home from his dad's house this past weekend, and it took all the Christmas stuff down, and he wasn't here for that. And he goes, what happened to all the Christmas stuff?
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah,
That's good. He was bummed they were down.
He was like, I really like Christmas time. So I feel like maybe that's going to be something for him that he enjoys when he gets older, because for me to take down the Christmas stuff and for him to say, oh, where did the Christmas stuff go? I really like Christmas. I feel like that's going to be something he'll remember.
Yeah.
So I think there would be a different nostalgia for kids generationally.
I am going to check in. We're going to keep the live stream going. I'm just going to turn the phone. I have to check on, of all people, who they can't find their shirt for this thing. My daughter.
Oh.
They can't find her shirt. So I gotta work with them here quick and make sure we got her shirt for the glow party coming up Friday. We're going to keep the live stream going right now, guys. I'm just going to kind of turn the camera to the action, and then I will grab a guest, or I'm going to come back and talk about a few other things here, and we'll keep this thing rocking for a little bit. We're right here live at Country Style Ice Cream right here in Bettendorf. Hey, Parker, could I talk you into maybe just turning the phone to the action over there quick? And then we're going to let that run for just a sec here.
All the PTA parents.
All the PTA
Maybe you could get
parents.
a PTA parent over here.
That's me.
Yeah.
I could talk with them. I could talk PTA.
See?
You know what? I will. I'm going to get one of the PTA parents over
Maybe
here.
Mia.
I will get Mia over here. All right. We'll be right back, guys. Okay. Guys, I think we are going to sign out of this thing. It has been a mad rush for the last 2 hours of people stopping here at Country Style Ice Cream to pick up the pack of pickups for the big glow party on Friday night. And it's been nice talking with all of our special guests tonight. So thank you for joining us right here on the Real Quad Cities